Right guys, here we are back in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but guess what? I've got the Avro Vulcan bomber, yes, the Mark II from Just Flight, because it was on special offer at $20.99 instead of $27.99, and I really wanted this particular aircraft because my dad, bless his soul, used to love this plane. So let's do this. We're going to take off from the RAF Wellington, and we're going to try and make our way down to the Bahamas, where we're going to ditch in the ocean and try and reenact Thunderball. Yes, well, maybe not. We're going to take off, and then I'm going to fly for a little bit, and then pretty much that's it really, because it's going to take me too long to get to the Bahamas for this video. So let's go. But if you do want me to fly to the Bahamas in Microsoft Flight Simulator, let me know, and I will try and do it for you guys. But let's see how we go. We are good to go. We're ready to fly. I'm ready. Let's go. Right, okay. Now, oh, there's a very hijacking sound there going on there. Oh. Right, I just realised I'm going to need this to set the parking brake off. Well, in the meantime, let's do this. Oh, that feels like a beast. I can feel that. Right, we are on our way.
Power checked. 60 checked.
As it veers off the end of the runway.
100. 110.
I'm not even pulling back. It's just the sheer size of the wings.
140.
That
Decision. Rotate.
Making me rotate. Right, let's put up the handling gear.
Undercarriage up.
They're up. Oh, I can feel that. I feel the undercarriage going up. Alright. Let us start to bank to the right.
Waddington Tower, November 1582 tree. Continue for south departure.
It's amazing how when you play this sort of music, it kind of gives you a purpose. I feel like Bond. James Bond. Although he didn't hijack the aircraft, still, I don't think so. I need to go and watch Thunderball. I don't think I've ever watched Thunderball. The only reason I knew about this is because I googled films with the Vulcan in, and this one documentary, and Thunderball, and that's it. Oh, that's a steep turn.
Request flight following.
Oh, those engines feel amazing.
Squawk 104782 tree.
This feels tremendous. But we are a bit high. And we are going full throttle. Now, I suppose you guys want to see what the outside looks like. I'm just going to show you a chase view. Oh, look at that beast. Amazing piece of machinery, that. Let's go back into the cockpit, it's making too much noise. Now I could have gone around the Vulcan, but I then need to hit the showcase cameras, and because I've reset the UI interface. I'm not sure where that is. So we're just going to have to go with this. If you do want to see other angles of the Vulcan, then let me know in the comments, and I will do another video showcasing those other angles. But this is a fantastic aircraft, it really is. I could just sit in here for hours. Very relaxing as well. And because of the Ushake 6, which I've got underneath me, and the Game Tricks jet pad, it just feels like you're actually in an aircraft. Now I know it looks like I'm sitting in the bowl, Bob's a builder's hat, that's what it looks like. Think of a builder's hat and turn it upside down, that's what the yaw looks like. But when you're actually in it, and you've got all this hooked up, it really doesn't feel like that. It feels like you are in this gigantic aircraft. I think I'm just going to sit in it because I can listen to the Bond soundtrack. Now there is a little flickering sometimes. You may notice it in my vision here, because when I'm recording this using OBS direct to the PC, and I've got a camera that's also hooked up to OBS looking at me from this angle that you're looking at it from. What I can tell you is that it could be my DisplayPort cable. I had to buy a new one recently, or it could be the graphics card just not being able to output everything, because I've got an ultra wide 5120 by 1440p also hooked up to the same 4090 as the VR headset, so it could be that that's causing the issue as well, I don't know. When I was a little kid, I went to the Biggin Hill Air Show, and I remember standing by one of these Vulcan bombers because I think they were on display. It was a very, very, very long time ago. My dad took me to see it, and I absolutely loved the aircraft. It was like, wow. But yeah, there is no more flying Vulcan aircrafts now. I think they've all been decommissioned and out of service due to the age of them. Unfortunately, I know the last one I think flew up until about 2012 or something. I don't know, something like that anyway. But you will not find another Vulcan bomber that is airworthy, which is why this is probably the closest you will ever get to flying the Avro Vulcan, unless of course Heat Blur release a module which is compatible with DCS. Then maybe that might be more a little bit more immersive. I mean, this to me is wicked. I do love this, and I really do feel like I'm flying. And if you're a fan of the Vulcan, I suggest you head over to Just Flight's website and see if it's still on discount. I mean, I don't really know if it still is now, but I know that I wanted it and I thought, oh, $27.99, I don't know if I can be bothered to pay that amount of money. And then when I saw it go down to $20.99, I just snapped it up. I was like, you know what, I want it. And because I own the F14 module in DCS, I know they've got a 30% off if you want to have that model for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, I already have a Tomcat in Microsoft Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is the DCD version, but I really want to try out the heat blur version in Microsoft Flight Simulator to see how that compares to DCS and to the DC Designs Tomcat. So I'm gonna buy that shortly and do a video on that. Can feel turbulence. I wonder how long it's going to take me to get to the Bahamas. Let's put this on autopilot, really. Let's go outside. I like the inside better because the music you can hear better. I'm tempted to try and ditch it over there, you know that. Is it big enough? I don't think it's big enough. I have to reset the center there. Nah, that's definitely not big enough. Well guys, this is Avro's Vulcan bomber, as you can see, so I'm not going to go all the way to the Bahamas. I was tempted, but it's going to take me a while, and to be honest, I just don't have the time today to do that. I just wanted to show you what it was like in VR if you were to purchase it, and I can tell you that it's absolutely fantastic. But I've got the yaw as well, and that really adds immersion to the game. So for me, I just love it. But if you've just got a standard seat where you're sitting on looking at it, then I mean, yeah, of course you're going to enjoy it. But it's funny because when you're subjected to these other peripherals like the yaw and the cat VR, etc., and like the jetpad and the Ushake 6, once you've played it with these peripherals, it's hard to play it without them, because it's like it's like when you take it, the game feels really flat, like it's like a sensor's gone. Whereas when you play it with it, it's just like I can't explain. All I know is that you won't catch me playing games without these peripherals now, unless I absolutely have to. That looks like some water over there. Should we just go and see if we can dump the plane? Now, I know that the collision detection on Microsoft Flight Simulator is very questionable, because when I tried flying the Vulcan the other day, my controls stopped working and I plunged into the ground. Funny thing is that because of the statistics, or the way the collision detection is implemented, I just literally bounced off the ground. Which is pretty amusing. Right, let's not follow the course to the Bahamas. Let's go over here, wherever that is. It might be the River Thames or something. What is that? Yep, I know, of course. I'm going to try and reenact Thunderball and dump this in a river. Well, not in the Bahamas. I think it's somewhere in the Bahamas in Thunderball, but over here, where is that? I don't even know where that is. Manchester. Okay. Let's see if we can dump this in the river. See what happens. It's probably going to bounce off it, but you know. Well, we're not going to need undercarriage. Here we go. Well, I don't know if it's going to allow me to do this, but we're going to give it a go. You know what, shall we try and land? Oh, sugar. Whoops. I switched VR off for a minute. Oh, I can go back to that now. Well, we could actually have a look at the outer. There we go. Could actually have a look at the outer part of the Vulcan now, because while I'm doing this, it's here. Showcase. There it is. It's a beast. Let's see if we can go around it. Hold on. There we go. Oh dear. I'm going to damage the wings. I better go back inside actually. But you get the idea. Oh. I'm tempted to just land properly and not, you know. Let's take this off. Because we don't want to crash there. Oh no, I keep hitting the button for the VR. It's annoying. Let me set position. Right, we're going to try and I'll tell you what, I'm not going to dump it in the river. I was going to, and I've changed my mind now. I'm going to try and land at the airport. Where's the airport gone? The airport on my right. Where is it? I couldn't have gone past it already. There it is, Liverpool John Lennon Airport. Okay, let's just land there without telling anybody. Oh shit, I just... Landing gears come down, I can feel it. That's the good thing about having haptics or like these jet seat, you can feel when the landing gear is deployed and raised. Should we do a flyby? Yeah. We're gonna land there. Let's turn around. For landing in a moment. Now I was so tempted to land on the water, which would probably bounce off it, but we're gonna do it like this. Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. It's a bit fast. Now, even if I don't land properly, you know it's still gonna just land because of the collision detection. Oh shit, it's a glider. You are lucky, mate. Enough runway. I think we're going to go off the end. Oh well, we'll take out some poles. We'll go around here. Go do some sightseeing. A couple of houses in the way. And we do a 360 spin. And it's still in one piece. Amazing collision detection there. See, look, not a scratch on her. What's that? Is that a truck? What is that? I have no idea what the hell that was. That's the one. How is that even? Ugh. That was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. Should we go back on? Let's see if we can get back onto the runway. Oh, I landed on the truck. Okay, that would explain a lot. Takes out the trees. See how we got clipping? Yeah, it clips in and clips out. Oh, maybe it's not just clipping. Oh. and that one tree is holding everyone back. It's a bit daft. Well, no reverse thrusters. Well, it's being trapped, look at that. Well anyway, the collision detection's a bit strange here. As you can see, so if you want me to fly to the Bahamas and try and reenact this whole Thunderball thing, then let me know in the comments. I can give it a go, can't promise anything, but I'll give it a go. In the meantime, it was just to give you a little overview of what it's like flying the Vulcan. I think I'm going to have to make some adjustments to MSFS to tweak for collisions and things like that, because you know, if you crash, you really want to make sure that the game is over, not like a tree sticking out of the top of the Vulcan aircraft. Yeah, well, there you go. Right.